A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move, the U.S. House of Representatives has overwhelmingly voted to compel the Department of Justice to release files related to the investigation of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The vote, which saw an astonishing 427 members voting in favor and only one dissenting voice, marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing saga surrounding Epstein's case, particularly as it comes after President Donald Trump reversed his earlier stance on the legislation. The bill's passage was facilitated by a coalition of Democrats and a handful of Republicans who pushed for a petition to bring it to the floor, despite previous resistance from the GOP leadership. Until just days ago, Trump had voiced his opposition to the measure, but in a surprising turn, he urged Republicans to support it ahead of the vote. This shift in Trump's position is noteworthy, especially given the historical context of his relationship with Epstein and the controversies surrounding his administration. House Speaker Mike Johnson, despite expressing deep concerns about the bill's implications for victim privacy, ultimately decided to back the legislation, emphasizing the need for transparency in government. Johnson's statement reflects a growing sentiment among many lawmakers who believe that the public deserves access to information that could shed light on Epstein's extensive network and the potential complicity of others in his crimes. The lone dissenting vote came from Republican Congressman Clay Higgins of Louisiana, a staunch Trump loyalist. Higgins raised alarms about the potential risks of releasing sensitive information, arguing that the current phrasing of the bill does not sufficiently protect victims' identities. He warned that a broad reveal of criminal investigative files could lead to harm for innocent individuals caught in the media frenzy surrounding the case. Higgins's concerns echo a larger debate within the GOP about balancing transparency with the rights and safety of victims. The bill's passage is not the end of the road. It now heads to the Senate, where it may undergo amendments before being put to a vote. Should it clear the Senate, it will require Trump's signature to become law. In a recent press conference, Trump indicated he would sign the resolution if it reached his desk, further complicating the political narrative surrounding his administration's handling of Epstein's case. While the House celebrated the passing of the bill with cheers and applause, the implications of releasing Epstein's files remain contentious. Critics argue that the release could taint evidence and jeopardize future prosecutions, complicating the judicial process. However, proponents assert that the Department of Justice would have the authority to redact information pertaining to ongoing investigations and the identities of Epstein's victims, aiming to strike a balance between transparency and privacy. The political landscape surrounding this issue is fraught with tension. The Epstein case has long been a flashpoint in discussions about power, privilege, and accountability, and the release of these files could have far-reaching consequences. As the Senate prepares to take up the bill, the eyes of the nation will be on Washington, watching how lawmakers navigate the complexities of justice and transparency in the wake of one of the most notorious sex trafficking cases in recent history. As the debate unfolds, it is clear that the Epstein files represent more than just documents. They symbolize the struggle for accountability in a system that has often shielded the powerful from scrutiny. The outcome of this legislation could set a precedent for how similar cases are handled in the future, making it a crucial moment for both lawmakers and the American public. In conclusion, the House's decisive action to compel the release of Epstein's files is a testament to the ongoing demand for transparency in the government, even as it highlights the deep divisions within the Republican Party. As the Senate prepares to weigh in, the implications of this legislation will undoubtedly reverberate far beyond the halls of Congress. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.